Okay, so if you're here, this is part 3, and we're talking about the intersection of decisions, timing, and vengeance, right? And ultimately, the summary of this spontaneous sermon is that good decisions reward us in the future, and bad decisions reward us in the present, and wicked decisions reward us in the past. So when I thought about the primary scripture for vengeance, is in Deuteronomy 32, when God says, I will repay vengeance. And when you guys get a chance, go and read Deuteronomy 32. I would read it, but it's going to take a long time, and it will low-key scare you. But I want you guys to really get the grip of what God is telling us when he tells us about vengeance. And during Deuteronomy, this was the time of Moses. Like, the connection that I'm trying to make is that the biggest instruction that God is going to give us about vengeance was during the times of Moses, and he used Moses to do it. So then I started thinking in my mind, why did God choose Moses? Why was Moses the one where God gave, why was Moses the one he used as a conduit to give us this teaching on vengeance? And this is what I realized. This is what I thought. I said, okay, Lord, I thought back to Prophet Moses, and Moses will ultimately live to be 120 years. Okay. That in itself is intentional and prophetic. Okay. Moses, at the age of 40, he will ultimately take his own vengeance. Take his own vengeance when he killed that Israelite, right? He would kill the Israelite, and then he would flee. He would end up in the wilderness where he was tending sheep for the next 40 years, which is prophetic to King David, right? And so he would do that for 40 years. At 80, Moses was called, and that's when he saw the burning bush, and God gave him a word that he would return to set his people free, right? Now, set his people free, but also take vengeance on the Egyptians, okay? Now, when Moses dies at 120 years old, the same day, that's when God would give his instruction on vengeance. And I said I wasn't going to read it, but we're going to read a part of it. Come back for part 4.